Hi ho, Serica here, and I want to demo for you this style. I call it Island Girl. I woke up this morning feeling all tropical, and this is what I came up with. So what I did was I used my Nubian twist hair. The brand I like is called My Beauty, and it's just Kanekalon hair, similar to kinky twist hair, but a lot less dense and a lot less heavy. It's very light. I pulled a section out of the package. As a matter of fact, I pulled four out, cut the ends off, took the rubber bands off, stretched it a bit, and then prepped my hair. So this is hair that's been washed and plaited overnight and dried. So it actually is majority dry. It looks wet, but it's just a little wet from a couple of sprays of the water bottle. And now I'm putting in some kinky curling custard, just a tiny bit. There was already some in my hair, so I really didn't need a whole lot more. I just wanted to make sure the edges were nice and smooth. My hair still has mini twist in the center, but around the perimeter of my head there aren't any. So I'm just going to start my French braid, making sure that I pull the hair nice and smooth all the way up and take my time. If you don't know how to French braid, this is a good time to Google French braiding. Okay, so the trick is pulling it taut right in the center. That center leg pretty much controls the destiny of your entire braid. So you always want to make sure you've smoothed the center and pulled it taut as you work your way down your head. So at this point, it's just a regular twist. Now I need to pause to pick up my supplies, so I'm going to clamp that middle section down. If you clamp the middle section to your head, the whole thing won't unravel. You need to keep the pressure on that thing the entire time you're working. So this is just a T. The regular T configuration used for adding extensions. I started with these, I looped one or the other, and it made a T. I'm not actually going to loop those. I'm going to leave those straight because I need one T and two I's. So I just need those straight and that one in a cross configuration. So, okay. I'm going to remove the clamp, holding that middle section down, and I'm going to pinch that middle section tight while I sort out the other legs. Now I'm going to put my index finger on it tight while I sort out the other leg. Okay, so once I have all three of them matched up with my own hair, so that it's Nubian twist hair to my hair, then I can start to twist. But I'm still putting a fair amount of pressure down on that middle section with my thumb now. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get a little ways away. Now, if you want a very thick braid, you would clamp right here, make another T, and apply it at this point so that you ended up with a very thick braid. And I do think those are really beautiful too, but I don't have the time, and this one will do. So I'm just going to put the one T in, and then I'm going to continue to braid all the way down my head. Now, at the moment, I am feeling to see which one of these is thicker. That's definitely thinner on the right. So I'm going to add another one, but I'm going to move that thinner section to the outer side so that the thickest leg is actually in the middle. So see, the two sides are thinner than the middle, and then I'm going to lay that under the bottom, pull it tight across the two left and right legs underneath the middle leg, and then continue to braid. Okay, so at this point I'm braiding mine still pretty taut, but if you braid it a little looser, your braid will be more flexible. I took the shirt off. I'm still wearing the dress underneath. And now I'm sorting again to see which ones are the thinnest. So what's in the center is the thinnest now, and now what's on the, I don't know if that's left or right, that's right, is the thinnest now. So I just braided one more time to make sure the thickest one was in the middle. So when I added the hair, I wasn't bulking up one of the legs. Now, the only thing to keep in mind at this point is try not to borrow from the strands just as you wouldn't for a braid that you were doing on your own hair. It'll make it easier to take out, and it'll make the braid lie smoother if you don't do a lot of borrowing. The borrowing will make tangles, the tangles will cause you to pull, the pulling will make puckles and frizz. So I'm going to cut this, but I'm going to slide the scissors sort of in an upward fashion so that I get an uneven cut. If it's blunt straight across, it looks very artificial. And so far, I think this is pretty convincing. Okay, that's all done. I missed one. Not going to worry about it. Going to pull my dress back up. And voila, that is it. I can also put this into a little bun by just basically twisting it into a knot and pulling the end through the center. It'll look better if you pin it down so that it's not so floaty. It also works if you just loop it under and make like a loop. Actually, that would be the word for it. Okay, one more twirl. I like it. Good stuff. I'm going to take it down. Ooh, Pippi. Yeah, I went a little Pippi Longstockings there. Did I just date myself with that? Yes, I used to watch Pippi Longstockings when I was little. I'm going to braid this a little bit farther down. It looks like it's unraveling a bit to me. And one more pivot, and then I'll find something more useful to do with my time. I promise. Here's some photos. Thanks for watching. Bye.